Hello everyone, welcome to Sparkling Diamonds. I am Brittany.
And I'm Robin, hey!
So we are here for a WIP Chat. So this one's a little different than our last one. Last one you saw us and the diamond painting. This time we're a little more focused on the diamond painting. I really wanted you guys to be able to see this beauty kind of come to life. I know my section is ginormous. I think I've already told you guys. I like the huge sections, so... I guess you want to start, we can start by telling them what we're working on in our accessories?
Sure. You want to start yourself while I'm looking for a color?
Sure. So I'm working on the beautiful Rainbow Dragon by Emma Casey from Art and Soul. This is a square crystal kit, and I have lots of fun accessories from our sponsors. So I am kitted up in this Craftsmates, and I told you guys I'm still going to do a full review on it whenever I do the post review of this kit, but I'm actually really liking this. And then, of course, I've got, I don't know if you can see them in this view, but I do have my release papers from Crafts with Crashly along with my cover binder. I have this beautiful Bella Art de Nicole tray. I do have, I don't need it right now, obviously, but this is simply gilded washi tape around the edges here. I have 2 pens here, which I don't really need. Normally I use one for ABs and one for regular drills, but so this is from Enabler's Outpost, and it's a blank from Troy, and then this one is a Donna Bass pen, which is absolutely stunning. And then you got all my other fun stuff. So I've got some WeWax here from WeWax Crafts. Still struggling on how to use that one. Some delicious smelling Joy's Putty and some Berry Crunch O-Snap Dots. And this adorable, if I can't bring my dog, I'm not going tray that Robin actually got me for Christmas from TTT After Dark. I think I've covered all my accessories, I think.
And I am working on the beautiful Emma Casey Remembering You from Art and Soul. And I'm using my beautiful diamond painting pen that I got from Leopard Leather Works, which I actually got to watch them turn. And I absolutely love it. It's so lightweight and it fits in my hand so well. I love it. I'm using Yellow Dog, this tray from Yellow Dog. And I also am occasionally using my Emma Casey, the Year of the Dragon from Bella Art Nicole. And then I have my pen, the Emma Casey 2025 Diamond Painting Along from Crafts with Crashly. And then I have release paper from Crafts with Crashly as well. And I think that's it. I'm kitted up with art dots, and then I'm using a birthday cake putty from Creations Moran. So, and then also another sponsor for our event. I don't know if you can see I don't know if you can see it or not, the washi tape around, but it is from Simply Gilded. I've got to put down all my favorite stores in my diamond painting book now that I'm using it, because I have to get, even now, we're going to obviously edit out, but Brittany has to help me remember, because that is just a me thing. It's just me. It's all about me. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much everything I'm using. Did I forget anything, Brittany?
I mean, not that I know of. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but it just all of a sudden started absolutely pouring rain as soon as we sat down to do this, so.
Has it really?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can't hear it.
I cannot hear it.
Maybe they can't either. So we're just gonna chat. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. We were actually tagged in a video from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, who got tagged by Michaela Renee. To say the 5 things we love most about diamond painting. Is that right? Yes. If I remember right?
Yes.
So I think what we'll do, you want to maybe take turns saying our favorite things, maybe? What do you think?
Sure, I think that would be good. And by the way, the only person I have heard talk about the 5 things they love about diamond painting is Courtney from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, who tagged us. So I'm curious to see what Michaela said in hers as well.
And I want to go back and watch it. So I go first because I know what my first one is.
Okay, you go first.
So my most favorite thing that I love about diamond painting is getting to do it with my mom.
Aww, that is so
and
sweet.
having so much fun, and it gives us something we like to do together, and we talk about, and can just sit down and enjoy doing, and just watch TV and diamond paint and have a good time. So
Whoa.
that's probably my favorite thing.
I can't outdo that one. Wow.
That's why I wanted to go first. I didn't know if that was on your list too, but I had to get it out there.
Well, that's true, but I actually wasn't thinking about that. That's pretty cool.
Gee.
I know. Okay, now then, I've got...
I almost forgot about, guys.
No. My favorite thing about diamond painting is that, as most of you know, I have a pretty stressful job, so it's a way at the end of the day to just sit down and unwind, and it is a mindless hobby. So I really can sit here and talk to Brittany, watch TV, and listen to an audiobook, do whatever I want to do. Listen to, even if I want to like listen to something educational, like a podcast about psychotropic medication.
Yeah, because that sounds so interesting.
I can do whatever I want, and that's actually why that's one of the things I love most about diamond painting.
All right, number 2 for me. So these start to get close as far as where they stand. But I think the second thing right now that I like the most about it is the community that kind of comes along with it, but also that we've kind of built with our channel. So what I mean by that, so like obviously we have met lots of fun other creators who we absolutely love and adore. Ditsy's Diamond Den, Crafting with Shay is like Robin's all-time hero. Obviously we like, God, there's so many. Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. We like watching Michaela Renee every week. The Principal Painter. Mystery of Diamonds. Gosh, I'm sure I'm going to forget. Speaking of Rich. What's Tammy's channel? Diamond Painting with NND, I believe. Something like that.
And Debbie's channel.
Yeah, you got Debbie, the Crafty Diamond.
And like, Laura's channel.
Anxiety Art Adventures. Jeez, there are literally so many people out there that we enjoy watching. And like, I know we don't interact with all of them on a daily basis. Some of them we do, some of them we don't. But like that's that part of the community. But then also the part of the community of our viewers. Like I love being able to interact with you guys, whether it's in the Facebook group or in the chat or whatever it might be. Like to me, that is like the best part of it. I've met people who I would consider friends that I can just chat with on a regular basis about this hobby that I love, and just other things in general. And that's just such a nice bright spot that I think has came out of this that I don't think I fully expected.
So I will say that was on my list, so I'll just follow along with that. Like I knew the moment I started watching Shay that there was just something special about the community, like just how she was and how she interacted and how the people in her chat interacted, but I really couldn't put my finger on it. And then after we started our YouTube channel, just all the support and the love that we have been shown and the kindness, like it just amazes me. Like somebody wins a prize and they contact us and like, hey, do you mind if I mail you something? And that's like, you can do it in a giveaway, and like that is like so unexpected. And then like we know our goal this year is to meet as many people in North Carolina that wants to meet with us. And like we've already met Natalia, who has diamond painted since 2016, who's been in the community much longer than we have, and she is like got just a wonderful soul, is a wonderful human being. And she's also a nurse, and I just, I just can't say enough about that aspect of it. I'm like Brittany. I think, I don't think I really expected to get so much love and just community and caring about one another.
And I know you guys probably see me struggling over here. So this, I really like this tool. We usually use it for recording. We did originally get it for me to diamond paint on, but so it's got like this felt mat underneath it, and it's not the best thing to diamond paint on.
Why don't you take it off?
I don't know if it's going to be much better if I do take it off, because even the thing underneath it is still a little bit soft. So I try to put something harder underneath it to see if that helps. I don't know. So it has a little bit, but if you see me struggling, that's why. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's just more my surface right now.
Well, next time we remember, we'll put that puzzle board on top of that.
Yeah, if it'll fit, we might try that.
Yeah.
So next thing, I lost track of what I was gonna say. So I said you were the first thing, the community. So the next thing I'm gonna say is, okay, I have zero artistic ability. I can't draw anything to save my life. Like, I could design fun stuff on a computer, like I design our thumbnails and stuff, but that's like using pre-made graphics and anything. But if you need me to draw something, you are just absolutely out of luck. And so this kind of allows me to tap into a little bit more of an artistic side, because like, you get to admire other people's artwork and see artwork maybe you've never seen before, like especially like when you talk about master's pieces and things like that. But then also, I do get to use some creativity and have my own little flair on it when I like enhance a kit or decide what I want to switch out, or like even like Robin's doing with one of her kits coming up, which is switching out the color of a snake, which you guys will see that video soon. So just little things like that, and it just allows you to be creative, and then just you also get to just see this pretty image come to life as you make it. Like, yeah, I know, like for example, this one, you've got all these pretty colors on the background, but I still feel like as you put the drills down, they don't exactly match the color on the canvas. So you really just kind of are like seeing this come to life as you do it. And I just think that is like the neatest feeling ever.
So I would say for the third one for me is probably the mental health aspect of it. Like, so I know I said in number one, like, being able to relax at the end of the day. But the one thing I didn't realize was I always talk to patients, and I've been a firm believer in you need something to fill your cup up. Like, you need to have a hobby, people, you need things in your life. Like, you need diet, you need food, you need to have sleep, diet, exercise, and be healthy. Well, I think the fourth thing, which oftentimes we forget, is you need to be supported by people that you love and have some special interests outside that doesn't count work or school, like something that fills your cup up. And I think for me, diamond painting is one of those things that definitely fills my cup up. And so when I talk to my patients about, when I say what fills your cup up, they often look at me like, what? And I give them an assignment to go out and figure out, what makes you happy and what brings you joy. And the number one response to that usually is, I don't have any money, or I can't afford to do that. And I go very quickly, I didn't tell you to go spend money. I said, go find out what fills your cup up. And, so I think, so oftentimes after I started diamond painting, I started using diamond painting as an example. Before diamond painting, I would talk about gardening. And now I talk about diamond painting. I would say the majority of the people, my patients, do not know what diamond painting is. Every now and then somebody does. And actually, a lot of them have done it and really like it. And the people who have done it, it's not for them. They actually have discovered other things like paint by numbers or puzzles or other things that they love, which just helps you unwind and relax and helps with your anxiety or your depression. And I like this. To me, that is one of the biggest rewards of this hobby. And I know in the diamond painting world, we often talk about how many people struggle with mental health issues, and you know, and I just feel like that it's such a it can be such a distraction if it's something that you enjoy. It really does bring you a lot of happiness, just watching these drills be placed on this canvas and then seeing your completed work, to, you know, collecting the artwork that you know you enjoy, like people collect other things, you know. I'm sorry if you heard my phone go off. I'm in Do Not Disturb, but my son, any of my family messages can come through and I'm in Do Not Disturb, and he was texting me, so sorry about that.
He's always a nuisance, don't worry, guys.
And that's her younger brother, that's why she says that. But anyway.
Not really, I really love him, but he is a nuisance.
But that is it, like it's something that helps your mental health.
So I'm on number 4. Man, I thought about these when I watched the video and I had them in my head, and now I'm just kind of like lost what I was gonna say. Alright, so I think the next thing for me is gonna kind of tie back to your number 1, which is just the simple fact of how it's such a good thing to relax and unwind and just kind of like let your mind go almost. So at the end of the workday, you can just sit down and relax, and it's something you really enjoy doing, and you don't really have to think much about it. You're just putting a color to match whatever symbol it is, and you're watching something pretty come to life. So it's just like releasing all these happy endorphins, and it just makes all the stress or whatever happened throughout that day just kind of melt away, and it's kind of like what we do before bed and kind of unwind to get ready to go to bed. So it's just a really nice, it's a nice hobby in helping that way. And I mean, it ties into what Robin said. I'm sure everybody does it, you know, some for their mental health and just to help relax with stress or anxiety or whatever problems you might be handling or trying to work your way through, depression, you know, anything in your life. And I think it does a great job of that. And also it kind of gives you, it kind of ties back into the community. It gives you, you know, if you are in a dark spot of depression or something like that, I feel like if you want somebody to talk to, it kind of gives you something to, you can reach out to one of your fellow diamond painters and you can talk about that, and maybe it can lead to other things that just kind of maybe help you out of your depression a little bit, even if it's just temporarily.
Yeah, I do feel like too, to piggyback on that, I think you can get out of the community what you put in, meaning that, you know, I say oftentimes when I started diamond painting, I would just sit in WIP Chat, which is fine if that's what you do, but if that is what you choose to do, then, you know, you probably aren't necessarily, you might not get the community aspect like she's talking about. But, you know, I guarantee you, like, if you reach out to Brittany and I, we message you back. We you know, we have a conversation. I think we've messaged other diamond painters and other creators, and they message us back. And so I think, like, you know, to get that, like, you know, you have to, if you want that part, you have to reach out and get it. That support part.
Yeah. And guys, don't be ashamed to ask, you know, whether it be for help, or for just somebody to listen, or somebody to talk to. Like, everybody has times in their lives where they need some help from somebody in some way, shape, or form. So, if you're afraid that somebody's going to judge you or think twice about having you as a friend or anything like that, you don't, because 99% of the time they're not. They're just, if they're a true friend, they're there and they want to help you and support you in any way that they can. So
are you next or am I next?
Nope, I just did fourth. You got your fourth one now. You piggybacked on mine, but I don't think it was actually your fourth reason.
Okay. So the fourth reason I love diamond painting is I love the collectible part of the diamond painting. So yes, I like doing the diamond paintings, but I see this also as art. And oftentimes I say this over and over again when we're doing unboxings, like, yeah, it's just great to have all these companies, but I like to celebrate the artist, because without the artist, we wouldn't have the diamond paintings. And so, like, if you were a collector of artwork, then, you'd pay a lot of money to have famous artwork hanging in your home or your office or whatever. And so I see my diamond paintings as an investment in art. And I actually like that aspect of it a lot. And that's why I have so many diamond paintings. It's a lot of fun to get diamond paintings and to be like, oh yes, and to fall in love with these artists and to get their pieces. And I can't draw either, and to feel like, as I sit here and make these beautiful flowers and this beautiful woman that I couldn't even make a stick figure, but watch her come to life. Gives me such a beautiful, it just makes my heart warm.
So I think mine is probably going to be something similar. So I thought about, there were several things that were up for kind of dibs on my last reason why I love diamond painting so much. I know this is the first event we've hosted, but we participated in several. So like diamond painting events was kind of close, and it kind of does tie into community, but not at the same way. But like I love the fact of getting to celebrate whatever the event is about. Like, for example, our Emma Casey one event, we're celebrating Emma Casey and all her artwork, and I absolutely love that. And just getting to participate and share some joy of a mutual thing with other people. But again, that ties into the community, and that's why I didn't really necessarily include that one. So I think for me, it is going to have to be my stash. And it's like it's like a did you say I think it's like a kind of like a guilty pleasure. Did you say?
I didn't use those words. No, I don't actually feel guilty about it.
Well, so the only reason I do is because like I do know, like, and guys, we don't want to ever stash shame. I don't know if anybody ever does. Everybody can, everybody has different levels of stashes, and I know some of us depend on what you can make and obviously what you can store and stuff like that. And we're blessed in the fact of we both have great jobs, and I have several jobs, and we have plenty of storage space for a craft room. And it's like I love having a large stash, and like when I'm getting ready to look at my next canvas, like I have choices, and like I can guarantee you, so like when we do our stash video, my taste and my artwork, I don't think has changed at all. So I would be highly surprised if I have anything to de-stash, because I think everything in my stash right now just brings me so much joy and happiness. And there's something I love about every single little piece. I've got some kits that are like my unicorns that I was able to get. There's still a unicorn or two out there I haven't been able to get. And some of those would be considered like my rainy day pieces that, like I love them and I want to do them, but at the same time, I don't want to do them because I still want to be able to do them in the future. But I think that really it's just a fun thing. Seeing, like, we love doing the Art and Soul Roundup, so like seeing the new stuff that comes out literally every single week. I think that's it.
So that's number 4, Ron?
Yeah, that was my number 5. So you're on your number 5 now.
So my number 5 would be going back a little bit to what we already talked about, but that is actually meeting and talking to the artists. I was so honored to be like Hannah Lynn's one of her top fans, and then I think it was Becca Tyndall's top fans. I don't even know how you get that, and I really don't care. Like, it could be nothing, just Facebook saying that. And
no, I think it's like you have to participate so much in their page or their group or something. So, like, liking, commenting, interacting with people. I think that's how you get it. I think. Don't quote me.
But it doesn't matter. Like, I honestly never thought I could say I know who Emma Casey is, and I've talked to her. I know who Becca Tyndall is, and not only is Becca Tyndall like somebody I follow and an artist, Becca Tyndall is a real friend on my real Facebook group. Like, Becca Tyndall is somebody that I admire, and like, you know, and I am still starstruck by like Emma Casey after all this time. Like, Emma Casey, you know, if you've ever watched her channel, like, Emma Casey's always in all the event lives and everybody commenting and such a big supporter. But, you know, it's almost like meeting, you know, some famous actress, you know, like Julia Roberts, say, and you being starstruck. And even all this time, that is how I feel. And it's just amazing that they are willing to like give their time to do the artist spotlight, because they are so busy and they care enough to do that. And I mean, I know this is their job, but they don't have to do it. But they want to do it because it's like, I love talking about mental health, and I'm sure they love talking about art. And the fact that they are so willing and so happy to answer questions and tell us how they got into and how their artwork got turned into diamond painting, because some of them are not diamond painters, and you know how they got and you learn about them as artists, but then you learn about them as a human being and a person, and it's not just a name on a canvas. That is when you also begin to appreciate copyright. You know, there's a lot of debate out there over stolen images, and is it okay to do copyrighted or licensed work where the artists get compensated. And let me tell you, you know, 100%, I think people that take their images and duplicate them on I call it the black market, I think they should actually, you know, be punished and have to give the artists money, because I think that is so wrong, because these people I know from doing Artist Spotlight, they put their heart and soul into these drawings, and I think to share them with us, whether it's to color, to put a puzzle together, or to diamond paint, that to me means so much. So, and I can say this a gazillion times, but when I'm doing an unboxing, it's not so much when Brittany and I started this, I said this, like, I don't really care about being affiliated with a company. I want to celebrate the artist, and I think we have stuck true to that, because without the artist, there wouldn't be the diamond painting.
Oh, that was one of the other things that was a runner-up, was just supporting small shops and getting to know the small shop owners.
Yes.
So, like, because they're a huge, huge part of our community, you know. And I feel like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's the holidays or everything that's going on with shipping and stuff, but I feel like right now, this is going to be... No, it's not really. I feel like a lot of the small shops are kind of getting like the short end of the stick, is the best way I can say it. Because I feel like, you know, so guys, most small shops are ran by one, maybe two people. Sometimes it could be a little bit more. But I mean, like, there are people who are getting mad customers or irritated customers, or feeling like they need to apologize, or giving, you know, huge discounts to customers because they don't feel like they're on time, because they had a family emergency or they've been sick, and I don't feel like they should have to do that. Like when you go out and you support a small business, as long as there's some kind of communication with that small business as far as like where your order is and stuff like that, and like if it's being made or it's delayed, or like maybe they're sick and they can't make it because there's nobody else there to run the business, or maybe shipping's just late, and I feel like we just need to support them and make sure that we're not being unfair to them, basically, as far as like our expectations.
And I as a moderator of Art and Soul, I saw a message. These messages actually happen a lot, and they're not approved, where people want to know where their orders are or whatever. And I just saw one today about that. And they said something like, "I have emailed the company and they haven't responded." First of all, can I just tell you, Art and Soul is two people running this small company, and there could be a trillion reasons why they have. If you email them one time, there could be a trillion reasons it got overlooked, like it went in their spam. Like there's so. Do you know how many times I've overlooked patient emails? Like it's just so easy to overlook an email, and there are moderators on Facebook, so reach out to those moderators and be like, "Hey, I emailed Art and Soul, hadn't heard back. Could you check on this for me?" Don't post it publicly on these groups. Whether I don't care what small shop it is. That's true for all of them. Like they are doing the best they can, and they trust me. They're not ignoring anybody. They want to help you. They want their business. Their reputation is on the line.
One bad review can take 10 good reviews just to halfway, like a 1-star review. You'd have to have 10 5-star reviews just to almost negate that negative review because a package was late, or you didn't get shipping on time, or whatever it might be. Like as long as they're communicating with me and telling me what's going on and why something's delayed, and and most of them give you the expectations up front. Like for example, I'm pretty sure while we've been recording this, my Neighbor's Outpost Black Friday kits just got delivered. And it says it can take 8 to 12 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, on their website. So I knew when I ordered, you got to add in the holidays of Black Friday. There's the Lunar New Year, because I'm pretty sure theirs gets printed overseas and shipped to them. So I mean, I knew when I ordered what the time frame was. So you just kind of have to make sure when you're looking at these websites, you know what expectations you're walking into when you order from them, and don't expect better than those expectations and get mad when you don't get it.
Yeah. But anyway, so
that was my rant of the day. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think I think we're talking about the community and loving small shops, and I think that's real important. And
all right, so let's finish up this, and then we can just chat about whatever. So we need to tag. I think Diamond's our girl's best friend, Courtney. She tagged 5 people. So I'm trying to think. I know she tagged Ditzy and Tammy and a couple other people. So I know some people she didn't tag. I was thinking of, we can tag, speaking of Rich, so Sir Rich. Who else?
Two Crafty Sheilas.
Yes, so Belle and Laws, the Two Crafty Sheilas.
And if you haven't checked out any of these channels, we'll link them below.
Yeah, we're going to tag them all down below to let them know that we want them to do this.
Yeah.
Who else?
We'll tag Debbie.
Yes, the Crafty Diamond. And there's somebody else. Oh goodness, her channel name for the life of me is slipping. Anxiety
Art Adventures. Is that it?
We can tag her, so that's 4. And then the last one, it's oh my goodness, why? I cannot think of her channel right now.
Because you're doing what I do. I know you're gonna look it up and figure it out.
I am. I'm gonna go look.
Oh, you need my phone?
No, I'm gonna use my computer right here while we do that.
Because she's using her phone to record. Yeah, all these, I loved, I'll be interested to hear what, I'm sure like a lot of the answers are very similar.
I'm standing right in front of the mic, guys, so when I talk, I'm gonna be super, super loud. So I'll try to be very quiet. I think it's Pampered with Diamonds. I think I just remembered it. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure that's her channel name, but let me just make sure. Yes, Pampered with Diamonds is the 5th one. So we'll tag all them down below to let them know that we want them to tell you guys their 5 favorite things about diamond painting. Well, that was kind of a fun thing to do.
Also, too. No, that was it. Michaela comes up with a lot of little things like that are fun to do.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to like research some other fun things. Maybe not just diamond painting related. Although, I don't know. Because I don't think there's gonna be, if I was to try to just find more, because we've done one. We did one in our very first WIP Chat, which is kind of like the get to know us. I guess we could do that again and just kind of see if our styles have changed, because that's been, what, 6-8 months ago?
Yeah.
And I know like my unicorn, the kit that I want the most is probably gonna change because I got my unicorn that I was looking for at that time. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that in the next WIP Chat, redo those questions. That'd be kind of fun.
And then down below in the comments, why don't you tell us, you don't have to list 5, but just tell us what you love about diamond painting.
Yeah, you can tell us your favorite thing. You can tell us everything that you love. We don't care. Just share it with everybody else. I'd love to hear. And I will say, guys, I have been enjoying working on this kit so much. I'm doing this color right now. It's probably my favorite color in the whole kit. It is 796 is the color of blue, and man, this is just like so stunning.
I've loved working on mine as well. I don't want to stop usually.
I know I had to make myself stop because I'm still doing Ticket to Ride. And so my Ticket to Ride canvas is Cafe Paris by Hannah Lynn. So over the weekend, I switched out for a day or so, probably like a day and a half, so I could work on that a little bit and get a photo put up. And then I went ahead and worked on it some more on Sunday after putting my photo up. So I'd have a progress photo for this week already ready to go. And then I'm just gonna work on this. And hopefully, honestly, I'm kind of hoping by the time we do our live that this baby's gonna be finished.
I really wanted to finish this one, but gosh, it's so hard working all day. And then last night I had a stomach virus, so I didn't do anything. Well, I did. I ended up, there's probably ever a day that goes by I don't diamond paint a few minutes. Like, I diamond paint almost every day a little bit, but.
So I know what everybody's gonna ask.
What?
Do you know what they're gonna ask?
What?
How's your canvas today going?
On my canvas today?
Yeah.
I don't know what anybody's talking about.
Or you did change it to a canvas a week, so we'll stick with that. Your canvas a week. How's that going? We're on just starting week 2.
I'm not talking about
All right. I can't wait. So Casey's Candy Emporium. So it's coming from Art and Soul, but with Art and Soul, sometimes they're tracking. Like, we'll get the tracking usually around the time it hits like Alaska. Or sometimes like the day that like you'll get your package has been shipped, and then the same day you'll get your package is out for delivery. So like you get the last minute shipping. And I've even had one recently show up and then it hasn't even updated on the tracking yet.
It still says unfulfilled.
So I was hoping Casey's Candy Emporium, there is still plenty of time. We still got almost 3 weeks left. Will show up so I can start working on that beauty for the event. But I think once I finish this, if it's not here, because I'm hoping to have this finished by, I think I'm setting my goal as Saturday. So if it's not here, what I'm planning on doing is I've got to get out my dragon season, and I've got winter left. So that's from Enabler's Outpost. And then I've got to decide, I've been using the same bling throughout each one. So some of it I'm already gonna have, but I just need to make sure I don't need to get anything extra to get that pretty baby finished so she can hang on the wall in my office.
So it's been kind of a quiet week. Well, it's only Tuesday.
Yeah. We haven't gotten very far through the week yet. Don't say it yet.
I worked yesterday morning for like, I think I saw 2 or 3 patients, and but I was sick. I got sick late Sunday night, early Sunday morning. And then by after 2 or 3 patients, I told Brittany, I was like, just try to reschedule the rest of my patients for the day. I've got to take the day off, and I literally did sleep all day long. I sipped on some Gatorade and ate some soup, and then I'm just now getting back to normal. So I don't know what was wrong, man. I think I just had a 24-hour bug or something. But boy, it takes a lot out of you. I felt so guilty though I love my job, and when I have to cancel my patients, there's that guilt. Do you guys, when you have to take off work, do you feel guilt?
I mean, I know I do. Especially if it's something where like I didn't know ahead of time that I was gonna have to miss. Because with my job, every morning you do what we call it a daily list. And so like once you do the list, you assign it to patients. And so like if it's a last minute thing, like it puts more work. I feel like it puts more work on other people. Like, do I know everybody else like gets sick and misses work occasionally too? But for me, I do definitely I feel guilty for putting more work on other people, even though I'm sick or whatever might be going on.
And my patients are really understanding, but that doesn't mean that, that they're not inconvenienced by it. So, yeah, I felt bad, but I'm glad I felt better today. I worked today, and I feel much better now. I haven't been sick in a while. Me and Brittany were talking. She never gets sick.
Sometimes.
Well, when we first started this YouTube channel, she was the sickest she'd ever been. I remember that. We went to the emergency room. That was right when we first started. And I knew she woke me up in the middle of the night. And she never gets sick, and it was 12:30 in a dead sleep. She woke me up and she thought she needed to go to the hospital, and I immediately just jumped up and went because I knew she was sick. But she really doesn't get sick.
Quite thankful for that. So I've been super thrilled with the event so far. I hope everybody has been having a wonderful time. Super thankful to everybody that's participated. Obviously, I wish we would have had, hundreds of people turning out for Emma Casey, but I feel like we have quite a few people entered. I think we have like 40 or so people who are participating right now. And some of it, I know some people couldn't get canvases, some people just couldn't afford them in time and that kind of thing. So, or some people may be on I know a lot of people may be trying to work their stash out and be on no-buys, and if you don't already have an Emma Casey, because this is a lot of people's first time doing Emma Casey's too, so if you don't already have one in your stash and you're on a no-buy, you're kind of out of luck.
But as long as Emma is okay with us, we're gonna do this every year.
Yeah, I think so. I have enough Emma Casey canvases to do.
This is definitely something that she's okay with it, then we definitely want to do this again next year. It has been so much fun, and the community has been so supportive. So that is our goal. It will grow and grow and grow, and we'll just keep doubling in numbers. And the more people that know about her artwork, the more she's going to sell, and the more they'll be participating.
Yeah, definitely share the word, because I love her artwork, and I feel like she has bright, colorful artwork, but I feel like there's a little bit of something for everybody. Like, I know somebody said in our live this week they're not a huge fan of dragons, which you aren't. But I mean, she's got some characters. She's got the Remembering You. She's got the Egyptian Princess, who's a character. You've got the Diamond Painting Addict, which is a character.
Autumn Fox.
Yeah, then you've got the other creatures. You've got a Sloth with Enabler's Outpost. You've got Autumn Fox. You've got Siamese Sisters, which is cats. She's got Luna Kitty, which is a cat. So she's got Midnight Awakening, which is a bat. And she's got tons of more stuff coming. Her Instagram, she actually just finished drawing a snake, which is absolutely gorgeous.
Yes,
which never thought I'd say that about a snake.
It's so pretty. And she's so kind. She is in every, I said this earlier, but she really is in almost everybody's event. She really does try to participate. And guys, she's in the UK. So like when we're doing like, Eastern Standard Time, like like during our 2:00 live on Sunday, it's her dinner time. Like I honestly said, I don't think she ever sleeps, and I mean that.
I wonder sometimes.
Yeah, because she does so much.
Let's see, what else? What else do you want to talk about over there?
What? Well, I mean, before we were tagged, our goal was going to be, we were actually going to talk about mental health, but I think what we'll do is just say that for our next WIP Chat, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, we touched on, like, the aspects of it as far as, like, it being a positive in, reasons why we love diamond painting, but we didn't actually, like, talk about it.
Like, we were going to talk about, like, misconceptions, and there's somebody like Brittany who, does billing, but doesn't do, like, the aspect that I do, where the hands-on therapy prescribing, like, what to her as the biller, like, is, the biggest surprises for mental health, like, what was the biggest shock things that she started doing this in mental health to learn, and then, just common, just things that you can do for your mental health that doesn't have to be medication, and try to just debunk some of the myths about mental health overall. I think that's going to be our I hope that's going to be our upcoming WIP Chat. I love mental health. I could talk about mental health all day long. I never get tired of it.
She definitely could. She loves it.
What's the noise?
Aiden over here trying to get on the bed. If you guys hear the bouncing, my dog is for some reason trying to jump on the bed instead of using the steps. He's being a stubborn little mutt.
What's that bouncing?
He's just bouncing up and down, up and down.
It's the cutest little puppy.
I will say that I feel like this is completely random. I know we were talking about other things. I'm just picking out a few of the pieces of trash out of the crystal kits, but I feel like they have less trash. The only thing I'm calling trash is like they have so the crystal pieces have silver bottoms, and so sometimes the silver is on top and the color is on the bottom, and so like I just picked 3 of those out of here, but I feel like there's hardly any trash with these crystal drills.
And that's one of the things too, like people say that they're nervous about getting an Iron Soul kit. They've never gotten one before. You guys can see, like, I have no trash. All these drills are good, and there's a few that like aren't completely formed, like just like a little misformed, and like that's no big deal because you get so many extras. Like that's gonna happen with any canvas. You can expect that to happen. So no, this is beautiful. So I will say this is round, and I think I'm going to start doing some more squares. Interestingly enough, the last few I've ordered have been square, and I don't know what got me switching a little bit, but I don't, maybe it's everybody talking about. Well, you can see I'm obsessed with straightness. I don't know how much you can tell right now, but if you saw my vlog, you saw this side, and this side needs a little straightening. I can tell. I don't usually have this light on it. I have a light overhead.
I feel like the light's gonna make it way worse. I feel like.
But even then, I have it perfectly straight because I cannot have it not perfectly straight.
And I will say, guys, so I know I said I'd let you guys know when we did our WIP Chat how, so we started, did you start using Joyce Putty yet?
No.
So I'm using this one's rainbow candy. And I started using it while I was working on Cafe Paris the day we put up the the small shop haul was actually the day that we got it, and I started using it that night. And I love this. So I didn't have any problem at all, and it's just so pretty. It smells so good. But I didn't have any problem with, so normally like when I'm using putty, I try to put down ABs if it's not super dirty, or if I'm not using like I said, I have a pen for AB that has just like alien putty in it. It leaves like this horrible residue on it, and I hate it. And I didn't have that issue at all. Now granted, I just did like one big section, and that section didn't have like a ton of ABs, but it definitely, I could tell a difference. And it's worked great with the crystals too. I will say I haven't really had a lot of issue with crystals and residue from putty from any other shop, like you do with ABs, but I mean, everything that I've used it on so far, I've loved it. So I definitely recommend you go check her out if you haven't already. By far the best smelling putty.
And in case you can't tell, this is a computer rendered, so
she's loving her confetti.
There's a lot of changing colors involved here.
I know, mine's computer rendered too, but I'm just like so surprised at the amount of color blocking in this kit, considering it is computer rendered.
Well, I'm getting ready to go into some color blocking up here.
So.
But then I'll be moving along a little faster. Whoops. I'm trying to do the stab method, and I just lost the drill I stabbed.
The stab method? Yeah. Oh, like stab it out, just one out of the jar?
Yeah, and I almost lost the second one too.
I was like, what are you talking about, the stab method?
A violent hobby. We left that part out.
So we're super excited. I feel like this month took so long to get here, and it's going by so fast. It already doesn't help that it's the shortest month of the year that we're doing this event in. So like, I feel like there should be more time, even though it's only like 2 or 3 days. But it's hard to believe we're already almost halfway through the month. You know?
Brittany just packaged up all the winners from Sunday's.
Yes, so everything's all packaged up. The only thing that's not packaged up is the packet, or Tiffany's winning, because we're gonna ship it to Ditzy because she said she's got something to send to you. And so we were sending Ditzy a cute little care package anyway. So we gotta finish getting her care package up, and it should still potentially go out tomorrow once we get everything together packaged up. So
that was fun going and shopping for her care package. That's the other thing, I didn't say that, and I know this sounds really weird, but I love like the giving things away part of it.
I think everybody here knows that by now.
Yeah.
I think they know you're very well known for that, I think.
Yeah, and that just brings up, like, in case you didn't hear in our Art and Soul weekly roundup, I'm going to be unboxing and giving away 2 discontinued canvases, and the only way you're going to know is if you watch our unboxings, because we're not going to be announcing it other than somewhere in that unboxing. So, and I can guarantee that there's somebody that's going to be wanting those canvases, because don't you think so, Brittany? She knows one of them.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there who will be happy for them, especially like I know there are some people who probably watch our channel who probably don't have huge stashes and maybe can't afford everything they want, so like they really appreciate the chance to potentially win things.
Like all of the events I'm participating in, like I've said, like I'm not doing it for the prizes, I'm just doing it for the community.
Just to hang out.
Yeah, and see all the lovely artwork. I will say one of the favorite events I'm participating in is Ticket to Ride, because of the storytelling behind it. That's so much fun for me. Have you writing a story with yours?
No, I'm not very creative. There's not a really good story behind mine.
Oh, you could write a story about going to Paris.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not creative enough to.
Yes, you are.
Creative writing was never my good skill in school. Math and science.
Brittany is like one of the smartest kids ever. She was double promoted in school. She was always smart. She was always like a teacher's pet. She still is a boss's pet. And I'm not talking about me either.
I am not.
I'm sure our bosses love her. I think I told the story about being in Target. And one of her bosses coming up to me and saying, "You're Brittany's mom. We love our Brittany."
I think everybody just loves me because I'm me. I don't think it has anything to do with me being a good worker. I think they just love me because I'm me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're smart and you're you and you are a hard worker and you're kind and you love to help people, and I wish I could be more like you. I just don't have her patience.
Well, I will say, I know we're getting close to the end mark here. I will say, I hope everybody is staying warm and safe. I know, I don't know a whole lot about it because I try not to watch the news very much. I don't really like the news.
No.
But I know there's like a couple of winter storms going on out there or something. So and I know I've seen some people say they were supposed to get a couple inches of snow this week or something like that. So if you were being hit by any of these winter storms, be safe and stay warm. I know it was warm, just last weekend here?
Yes.
And it is absolutely freezing outside today here.
Well, my husband
not cold enough to snow, but
my husband went fishing on Sunday. It was 70 degrees.
So it wasn't quite cold enough to snow, but man, it feels like it might be close.
I think that color goes there. I think that was a drill.
What are you doing over there?
I think a drill came up, but I think it was a drill that doesn't go there. So I just took it up.
Like when you dropped and you shouldn't have been there.
So I took it up just in case.
So yeah, definitely stay warm and stay safe and dry. Gosh, I remember I did look at the weather for us today. I think it's supposed to rain the next 2 days.
It is cold, much colder today. I hate the cold, dreary days. People are so much more depressed.
I was gonna say, this kind of weather makes me want to just stay in a warm bed with my puppy dog and not work. Not at all. I just want to stay under the covers and snuggle with the puppy and watch TV. I guess at some point you have to get out of bed to do the diamond painting thing, I guess. I don't have any, I don't know why I cannot diamond paint anywhere other than at a table with a chair. It's so hard for me.
I know, I was sitting on my bed diamond painting with a little table and she was like, "I don't know how you're doing that."
Yeah, can't do that. Wish I could, but I can't. I just can't.
So some things we have coming up, obviously, Emma Casey's all the month of February. It's not too late to join in, so you can still, do that.
You can join in technically up to the last day. You just would have to have a start photo and do some progress and post a weekly photo, and you still win a weekly prize. You wouldn't be eligible for grand prizes, but you can join anytime.
And we would love to have you, and even if you're not doing it, come. We're going to be doing our Sundays at True Love anyway. Come hang out with us because we would love to have you, and it's so much fun seeing and talking to everyone. And I think Brittany is going to be starting up with that membership before long. We just have a lot going on.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting everything set up, and then I just am trying to figure out the best way to structure it for. I don't want you guys to just pay money and not get anything out of it.
Well, they're going to be getting gift packages.
Well, I know. So it's just a matter of figuring out how we're setting up the tiers and like what level gets what and that kind of thing. So I haven't forgotten. I know we talked about it in the last WIP Chat. We are still planning on doing that. It's still working in progress behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll be headed your way soon if you're interested in joining our membership. So.
And when I say gift packages, we don't make you pay shipping. We just like to give things away. And So there's that, and then we have Becca Tyndall's event coming up in June and July that we are so excited about. You'll be hearing more about that in March. Start seeing a bunch of stuff about that, and and then I'm going to be participating in the Regathon in March, and we're both participating in the mini events this month and next month. So I think Brittany is next month. Are you? You are?
I think so, yeah. And it's almost time for, I saw Dakotathon April 1st too.
Is that April 1st? Wow.
I think I'm still doing that this year. I've got a couple of her pieces now that I like.
That's so funny how far that's an example of how your taste changed.
I think I have 3 pieces from her, maybe.
And last year she was like, I don't think I like any of her art pieces. And then she found her Christmas.
Well, there was 2 that I liked, but I couldn't decide if I really wanted to like get them and do them. The one I really wanted was out of stock, so.
But then now she's got plenty of them to do.
Now I have a little bit of choice.
I'm gonna be finishing my Raggedy Ann for Regathon.
And I'll still be in April. I think I'm still gonna do Diamonds in the Rough. Because I'm pretty sure my image I'm doing for Regathon is gonna be an image that will also work for Diamonds in the Rough, so it works for both events.
And my Diamonds in the Rough is probably gonna be an image that I already am also working on, like 5 Senses or something like that.
Siamese Sisters?
Or Siamese Sisters if I haven't finished it, yeah. So I'm not gonna try to start any new paintings, I'm gonna say, because I want to try to get some of my works in progress finished before I start, because I realized me and Brittany got a new way to organize our diamond paintings, and I got them all out and I was like, man, I did not realize I had this many work in progress. So I am going to try my hardest to finish at least 3 or 4 of those. My new diamond painting book, we did a video on. I did start using it. I'm loving it. I absolutely love it.
I know a lot of people seem to do that. I am just awful. I've said in the comments to people, like, I'm just horrible with journals. I use my Gemsflow app to keep the basic stuff, and like if I'm a hand to can't, there's a notes section on Gemsflow, like it all goes there. So like my life is in my phone instead of a journal in the Gemsflow app, so.
But yeah, so if you are new to our channel and you think you would like to stick around or you like diamond painting, please subscribe, hit that like, notification, thumbs up, and stick around. And we do all things diamond painting, and who knows, maybe you can be lucky enough to, get something in one of our giveaways. And if you are returning, thank you guys so much. You mean the world to us, and we really do mean that. It's so fun talking with all of you, getting to know you all, and making you a part of our lives. You bring happiness and joy.
You really do.
And so yeah, I actually like doing WIP Chats. It's just our time, man. I wish we had time to do 2 a week.
Yeah, it's just a matter of like, we gotta get everything set up, and then usually most days, like today, it's we've both worked all day today, and it's like usually some days, like yesterday she was sick and not feeling well. We had originally planned to do it yesterday, and then like today it's just a matter of like, all right, we just gotta get the stuff in there. We gotta get it set up. We just gotta do it.
Once we do it, like I could do it all night and not stop.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Ooh,
she's yawning.
Hey, it's I don't know what time.
All right, it's about our dinner time because I'm getting hungry. I can tell that much. So, but again, we are doing those 2 surprise giveaways, and I feel like there's something else going on, but I can't remember what it is.
No, we're getting closer to our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We're at 856, I think, 857, somewhere around there, 850 something.
That is so exciting. So, then you'll get to pick out 4 lucky subscribers. We'll get to pick out an Art and Soul canvas and of your choice, and I think that's going to be exciting, because especially if you haven't tried Art and Soul, you're going to love them.
I'm over here just rubbing my hands along my canvas because I'm trying to. Guys, I'm telling you, the only thing about this is, with normal drills, I can see where the drills are coming up. On this,
crystal,
I cannot. Just the way the light hits them and they reflect. Like, I literally just have to run my hand over it and like, okay, did I push everything down good? All right, cool.
They're so pretty. She was showing me her Paris Hannah Lynn. Oh my gosh, that thing blings. Did you?
No, it's not even. It doesn't even have any crystals on it either.
It is amazing. That thing is so blingy. But anyway,
All right,
that will be it. So, don't forget to be kind to everybody, both in the real world, online, and in the comment section. And we will see you in the next one. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.